Hello everyone, I am Apeksha and I welcome you back to this series which is dedicated to understanding the stock market basics. So guys, just think of this question. What happens when a person applies for a loan? It can be any type of loan, okay? Home loan, car loan, etc. Is the bank straight away going to give that amount to that person? Obviously not. They will first do the background check of that individual, check the CIBIL score, and once they are sure that that individual has the ability to repay the amount back, only then his or her application will be accepted. So today we will be discussing something on the similar lines. So today's topic is going to be credit research. Now before we dive into the topic, let me first tell you about our channel The Money Roller. So on this channel we have been uploading a lot of videos which are extensively researched by our team, and they are especially on topics related to financial markets and economics. So if you are someone who's interested in finance, go ahead, subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any kind of videos that we put up. Now let us proceed ahead and go to the topic. So we were talking about credit rating. So credit rating is basically analyzing or studying the risk attached to any kind of a financial security or maybe an entity. So there is something called as credit rating agency. So these are the companies who actually undertake the work of doing the credit rating or doing credit research basically. So here is the name of a few of them: CARE, ICRA, CRISIL, but there are many other credit rating agencies. And if we were to talk about international credit rating agencies, then there is Moody's, S&P, Fitch, etc. Now these are the companies who actually provide the rating to any kind of a financial security or maybe any company. Now let's go through one particular example so that you will understand how is this rating actually given. So here we have Moody's and S&P, but here we can see that there is a slight difference in the kind of grading or rating system of Moody and S&P. And similarly, if you look for any other company, they will also have some of the other changes, because the procedure that is followed by these people or the methods that they are using might be slightly different. So that is why the grading things are also different. Okay, typically the grading which you can see above, that is AAA or AAA, it is called as AAA as well. That's the highest quality of grading a particular asset can get. So which means that the risk involved in that particular investment is very minimal. So as and when the rating for a particular asset is decreasing, that means that the risk for the same is increasing. So look at this, from AAA it is going to AA, then A, then BBB, BBB. So likewise it is directly going to D. So D is default. That means this particular security has more and more chances of defaulting. So that is why there the risk will be highest quality. So you have to be very vigilant. Okay, and these ratings that are given, they keep changing. So for example, if a particular asset class right now has a rating of AAA, it is not necessary that 6 months down the line it is going to be same. So that is why this credit rating agencies, they continuously keep a check on the asset class or the company, how are they performing, and they have to keep revising this rating. So if you are checking the rating of any particular asset class, make sure that you continuously keep checking if there are any updates in that rating or if there are any revisions. Okay, now let's come to the next important question, that is, how is this credit rating actually helpful for different parties or different stakeholders? So first of all, the company who's actually doing this rating, they are issuing if they are issuing any kind of a security, then it will be helpful for them, because people will actually look at the credit rating. If they have got a good credit rating, then people will go ahead and buy that security. Okay, that's one thing. Secondly, if any kind of a company who has done already credit rating for themselves, and now if they are applying for any kind of a loan, it becomes easier for them to get the loan, or maybe they can get a hassle-free loan at maybe a considerable rate of interest. So that's one thing. Now that also depends upon the financial institution, but yeah, that's one positive factor for the company. Next is your investors. So investors can actually check the rating of any particular entity or instrument before investing in the same. But please keep in mind that the rating that is provided by credit rating agencies, that's not any kind of an investment advice. Okay, that's one thing that you have to consider. But apart from that, you have to do your own analysis, study that instrument or the company that you're investing in properly, and then you have to take the final decision. Okay, so this is only one factor that you can consider. The third is the debt issuer. The financial institutions or the banks who are giving the loans, they can actually check the credit worthiness of a particular party, and then they can issue the loan. So if they have got a good credit rating, maybe it might be easier for the particular financial institution to sort of decide whether to issue the loan, approve the loan or not. And then comes your other companies or corporations. So if they are looking forward to get into any kind of a deal with the company, then they can look at their credit rating. So these are the few pointers that are important for all these parties that we just spoke about. But you have to be very, very vigilant, like I already told you. So in the month of September 2018, when the NBFC crisis had happened in India, there were a few bonds who had actually defaulted and they had a triple A rating. And after the problem came to light, the rating was actually reduced straight away from AAA to D in a matter of weeks. So like I told you, D is default rating. AAA is the highest level of rating that any kind of bond can get. So how is it possible that a AAA bond directly goes from AAA to D? And that too, this rating was changed after the problem had come to light and after everybody in the market knew about. So that is why you just simply cannot trust anything out there in the market. That is why we always in all our videos, if you thoroughly listen, we always emphasize on doing your own research, going to the authentic sources, taking the data, doing the analysis, etc. So yeah, that's what you have to do here in the case of credit research, credit rating as well. And now at the current moment, if you look at credit rating that's been going around or credit rating news that is coming, so basically a lot of Indian companies, they have their credit rating has been downgraded because of the pandemic that's happening. In fact, the Fitch rating has revised the outlook on India's sovereign ratings as well. Okay, it's gone to negative from stable. So like I told you, it keeps revising. So yeah, this is what happens. They have to keep revising the credit rating as and when the situation changes. It might improve, it might degrade as well, so that you have to keep a check on. So do let me know how did you find the video. If you have any queries or questions, suggestions, please put it in the comment box and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.